and gentlemen, it's time for Big Wil Spotlight. We're going to discuss movies the Oscars don't care about. We're going to discuss movies that you care about. So go ahead, get yourself something to eat. Get yourself something to drink. Sit back and relax with your popcorn and your date as we go to Big Wil Spotlight with your hosts, Big Wil, Dr. Quack, and the important one, Mr. Mayhem.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Big Wil Spotlight. I am your host, Big Wil.
And I'm the important one, Mr. Mayhem. And today we're going down a different path. We should have Dr. Quack here because it's a horror-based thing, but he doesn't like zombie movies. So what do we got?
We're going to cover Army of Darkness. Or not Army of Darkness. God, I'm giving away what I'm going to do next week. We're going to do Army of the Dead. Just to put out a Bautista movie, which we'll end up covering more of the Bautista kind of franchise. And the more popular of the movies, Army of Thieves, which is the prequel, but
Alrighty.
Again, the Bautista tie-in. So,
alrighty. And before we can do that, we've got to bring on the European counterpart to Big Wil Spotlight. We're bringing him on here. Please welcome Rob Bell.
Hey,
Army of Decoration. Really? Alrighty then. And we've got a couple other people in the back since you mentioned Army of Thieves. We got the European contingent here. Please welcome to the show. She's a brand new guest here, but she watches the show. Please welcome Ms. Eno. And of course, we've got the guy that always comes on, and he's tall. He's got a big head, and he's got a lot of intelligence. Please welcome Justin.
Two of those things you said were a lie.
Yep.
I thought he doesn't show up, but he shows up. Okay.
He shows up. It's okay.
It's a German takeover. Woo! Yeah, I wanted to say this show is completely a German takeover now.
it has become a German takeover, but
It's okay.
hey, like I pointed
It's okay. It's not going to last very long. We all know how German takeovers go.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, before we start, yes, I got a German drink again.
Very nice. In the U.S., we have a Maginot line. It's called the Atlantic Ocean, so we're good.
It's okay. Us Germans suck at takeovers.
That's
We do
why
well
we
for
got
years,
our own
now we get
Maginot
wrecked.
line.
That's right.
Usually from two
But it's
sides.
awesome to have all the Germans on here because, like I pointed out, this is going to end up incorporating Army of Thieves, which kind of took place primarily over in Germany and the European nations. And some of the German actors that are in it, such as Ruby O'Keefe, which I think pretty much made that movie. And what is his name? Mike. He's the star of both movies, really.
Give me a second. I have the cast list right here. I just need to scroll up. Let's see. There's Matthias, Mike, something. I don't know. It cut off.
Matthias Schweighöfer. I'm still
Yeah, there's
saying
Oh, Schweighöfer. All right. Yeah,
There we go, they know.
Matthias Schweighöfer is more of a... All right. Short background on him. He is one of the biggest movie stars in Germany right now because
He
he's
can only do romantics. Nothing better than that.
Exactly, and he's playing in nearly 1/3 of all German movies in the last 5 years.
There you go.
All right.
See? Perfect people to have on here then.
All right. Well,
I
what's
have no idea
that?
who that is, so it tells you I don't watch German movies, so I don't know shit.
It's okay, but let's start here since this has got a Batista and wrestling tie-in. What is your thoughts? We'll start here with Rob. What's your thoughts on the actor Dave Bautista?
Well, he's doing good movies. Yeah, we know him from Guardian of the Galaxy. Great movie, by the way. And the
Yes.
second version and third version. And some movies are good, some movies are shit. But this movie, well, we will talk about.
All right. Eno, what's your thoughts on Dave Bautista, the actor?
So I actually recently watched a movie with him in it, but I can't think of the name off the top of my head because my memory is horrible. But In that movie, he was really good. In this movie, not so much.
All right.
But we're not here to talk about good movies.
We're here to talk about all movies, really.
Yes, the ones the Oscars don't care about. We're talking about regular movies.
We haven't started getting paid enough to go actually watch new movies, so we have to talk about old stuff. So.
There you go. And Justin, your thoughts?
Touche. I kind of follow the acting career of Dave Bautista. He started as the villain of 007 Spectra, I believe. And then he switched up to the Marvel Universe. In my opinion, he should better stay into the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great in Marvel.
But to be helping out with Justin's comment, yeah, he was on the side of one of the best actresses in the German language area, Christoph Waltz.
All right.
Yeah, I know who that is.
And
He's
we
awesome.
got a what's up from Mad Dog. He unfortunately is under the weather right now, suffering from strep throat, so he
I
won't
can
be able to
relate.
join us, but he can still ask some questions here.
That was me all week. That's actually why I'm wearing a mask.
Stands, you know.
All righty. And what's your thoughts on Dave Bautista, the actor?
Oh, Dave goes in so many different directions. I want to say that he tries to keep on with like the same kind of a persona. Don't know if it's the movie that she watched that she thought he was good in. I enjoyed him in My Spy, but of course, that is every wrestler's forte for one of the first movies that they get brought out to is the little kid and them, you know. I know he even mentions it in there with like, you know, this ain't going to end with us having a little tea party or anything like that. It is what it is. They end up having a movie with a little kid in it, humanize them basically instead of being, I'm the biggest man in the world and I'm going to kick your ass.
Yeah, I don't find Bautista to be all that entertaining of an actor. For somebody who's been a wrestler, this part here doesn't work very well for Dave. He's not very good at emoting.
I remember the movie now.
He talks, and he's a big guy, so he can play a good muscle character. But anything more than that, he kind of suffers.
And I actually enjoyed him in the movie Stuber also.
Oh, great movie.
I remember the movie now.
That was a good one, but 47 Ronins, I think, was the name of the movie.
What? One of the bad guys in that one. I remember him being a bad guy.
Oh, Bird, you're being watched. You can't scratch your nuts this time. If you know, you know.
There you go.
What are you now, Hitro?
No, none of them. I call them another name. We don't want to talk about them here. All we know
So the
is
movie,
watching them is its own horror show.
So yeah, the movie that I was talking about was Knock at the Cabin. It actually came out this year.
I saw the commercial for that. That looked interesting.
It's Batista's best acting performance to date.
I want to watch it.
It's like a serious role.
I mean, I was
okay for a serious role. I was going to say he has one of the best lines in. I don't remember if it was actually a Guardians of the Galaxy or like Avengers Endgame when he was like standing still and the other two were arguing.
Yes.
He's like, "How long have you been standing there?"
Yeah, but about to Knock on the Cabin. I was in the cinema last week and I saw the trailer. I want to see the movie.
It's really good. Like
it's
different.
To complete the takeover here from Europe, we have, welcome to the show, Prince Blackheart.
Oh my
God. Conquering.
Oh, we're outnumbered.
Now, why don't I get that kind of reception all the time?
Because everyone is usually asleep when you talk.
Will's most popular in Europe now.
There you go.
But actually,
so Prince Blackheart, let's ask that question to you. What's your thoughts of Dave Bautista, the actor?
Oh. When it came to Guardian of the Galaxy, he was okay. The Army of the Dead, it was definitely a different role for him. It was definitely a different role for him, but I wouldn't call him a Arnold Schwarzenegger of movies, but he's definitely a diverse actor.
All right.
I wouldn't call him a great actor, but he's a diverse actor.
All right.
I mean, I'm gonna put this out there since we're covering like all of his movie right now, but I actually saw something the other day that he is taking over Hollywood better than Dwayne Johnson did.
What?
Let's ask that question. Everybody seems to have the same answer.
That's a horrible take.
That's bullcrap.
Of course, you're going to agree with The Rock. You're bald.
No. Before you say that, right? Think about it. How many flops did Dwayne Johnson have before he became a household name?
I don't know. I don't get paid for statistics.
That was the same thing with Dave too. He had a lot of little roles in different places. He was a bad guy in one of the Scorpion Kings. I want to say it was the third one. So that's how horrible of it start that he kind of started with. But you know,
I don't know. I like the Scorpion King prequel.
But the films themselves were box office hits.
I'm going to counteract that argument of how many leading roles has Bautista had. He started out as a heavy in movies like Spectre. That movie's not a pre-sold thing, but when you're just no-name bodyguard, you didn't make the movie any better. You know, at least The Rock, when he started out, you know, doing the Rundown, The Mummy Returns, or The Scorpion King, The Rundown, you know, he starts out actually in a role that they're advertising him. It's not one of those, and oh, by the way, Dave is in the movie. You know, they didn't do that with The Rock. The Rock was like, here's The Rock. He's part of the movie.
True. And we can't forget, Dave had, in Spectre, Dave had only one freaking line.
That's even true. I mean, you can't compare Dwayne Johnson with a Dave Bautista or a John Cena of that.
Why can't you?
Well, they're all different types of actors.
Exactly.
That's number one. And number two is
but why can't you? Because at the end of the day, how much money at the start when he got big, when Dwayne Johnson got big.
I was just making sure it wasn't about nothing.
I missed the comment. What was it?
Something about a scratch and sniff sticker.
Hey, we want to say before we go any further, thank you to Mama Purge for joining us, and thank you to Purge because Purge got his mom involved in watching the show. So we do thank Justin Smith for being involved and helping us out and growing the product.
Right.
The first film that Dwayne Johnson was majorly in, when he became a household name, right? How much did that bring in compared to what Guardian of the Galaxy did?
There's a big difference between
the only issue there is different time periods.
Because that would end up being pretty much the Scorpion King and Marvel.
Guardians of the Galaxy, where he played Drax.
Marvel back.
Yeah, but before he did the Guardians of Galaxy, Dave did some other movies, and they, well...
Yeah, but he weren't major in them films.
That's what I'm saying.
The Guardian of the Galaxy was his first major role.
Yes.
All right, so I guess we should ask.
Do you compare one to the other? on their box office hits when they first became a mainstream name, then yeah, but Dave Bautista could quite possibly have overdone Dwayne Johnson compared to the same time. As an actor and how long Dwayne Johnson has been going on, no, he's not anywhere near that level. But as a start-up, he could have overdone him.
A little bit difficult.
Anyway, I'm going to take my show back over.
There you go.
Hey, guess what? We got away from the movie. So, just real quick, we're going to cap over the Army of the Darkness. Then I'm going to end up getting over into Army of Thieves, so that way we can get it into the European, point of the whole.
All right.
Everybody else.
But you mean Army of the Dead?
It's okay. His brain wants him to think about a better movie.
Yeah.
Keep saying Army of Darkness.
Which is fair. I heard zombies and I got excited, and then I got this.
Okay, Army of the Dead. Sorry. I keep giving away my next show.
Yeah. What if Bruce Campbell replaced Batista in Army of the Dead? How much better of a movie would it have been? Start with you, Eno.
I've never really been big on Bruce Campbell, so I don't know.
Because
I'm the worst person to ask when it comes to actors.
Yes, you got Army of the Dead, which is a movie. You got Batista and a whole bunch of other people getting together, banding together, because they're supposed to go in and rob a safe that's in the bottom of the big casino that's still standing. The only thing left standing in all of Las Vegas.
I'm still standing and it's gonna never do.
So
heist music.
Heist music. Background. So yeah, they get in there. They have to fight all the zombies and everything like that. The zombie tiger was pretty awesome.
Yes.
And
yeah.
The fact that the zombies actually still had kind of, I guess I'll give it animalistic thoughts, because they still wanted to hunt you down and kill you kind of thing, but they had love. They still felt love.
That's where that movie lost me. I was like, this is dumb.
No. I think
it's a basic instinct, instinct. But she was the queen that ended up dying.
Yeah, but she was just ahead after a while. It got boring.
So
got all the attention.
They got it. The one person got out, which leads into where they could do a sequel instead of the prequel, which they did after, but that's okay. And
but at the end of the day, it actually showed the different side of the zombie genre.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased.
Because if you look at most zombie films, they say they have no cognitive memory.
Or they have a little bit sometimes, and it makes them scarier because they don't.
Only the basics.
Basic kind of thought process of they have, like some animals, they mate with one other of the species for life. It is.
Yeah.
So
for them to actually do it that way to show that they have at least a minimal cognitive memory of a person's place.
That's what you're talking about with that one mate for life. They tend to be higher on the evolutionary scale as far as their intelligence, but they've done that with other shows where I can't think of it. It was a TV show, Z Nation, where they were able to still keep a memory, and they had a little tablet where they could feed them so they wouldn't revert to the primalistic eat whatever's in front of you.
If they ate a piece of brain, they were able to keep.
Yep, that show is my guilty pleasure for a while.
Right. So, I mean, that's an interesting, take on, because it's a mythical character. Do you imagine zombies being just what they are in Walking Dead? Basically, their motor functions are all that works, or is there some kind of it's an interesting take.
Yes, it's very
As
interesting.
long as they're not the zombies from Train to Busan, otherwise we're all fucked. Because I'm not running. I'm just gonna shoot myself if it's those, because they run.
Oh yeah, the
And-
one.
Yeah.
Seriously, what? If you haven't seen Train to Busan, that's the zombie movie to watch.
Yeah, Brad Pitt. There you go.
No, not that one.
Yeah, they run and they climb over each other to work their way up buildings. So.
Yes.
Train to Busan is scary. World War Z is scarily bad written.
Yes.
Or 20, I think it was 23 weeks or 21 weeks.
Oh, the 28 weeks.
Yeah, 28 weeks.
That
Yeah,
could
those are
be.
fun too.
When we speaking of Army of the Dead, do you remember how they advertised Army of the Dead?
Oh God, no! Please not! Oh God, hell!
Do you remember the matchup between
zombie?
Damian Priest and The Miz being a lumberjack match, and ended up having the zombies around the ring
It happened
to
on.
advertise Army of the Dead?
Oh, this is after I
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
It's stupid, but it was funny.
Yeah, that happened on wrestling. Good God, that was awful.
That's what happens when Negan Al Ghul books things.
I quit watching wrestling.
Wait,
when it wasn't about
that
wrestling
reminds me of something. Justin, how did we react in the podcast when we talked about it?
Just what the heck? Just what the heck?
Yeah, we completely bashed this match.
Mhm.
That came on. That was poorly thought out. I agree.
I will say NXT did the
hold on.
zombie thing better.
Yeah, they didn't do it much
But-
better.
First off
They did
that-
it better.
First
But
off
if you
that,
look
and
at it-
second off, thanks for the reminder, Justin. Because of the match, I just had this nice thing.
No.
If you're gonna do it, you've got to do it right.
Precisely.
Are we comparing lube?
All right, so we
Yeah.
got done with
Oh,
This is pointed out here by a friend of mine and Dr. Quack, Chainsaw Joe Gacy, who wrestles now on NXT. He was one of the zombies in that match, and we worked out and did a lot of training
Oh,
with
wow.
Joe Gacy. So shout out to Joe Gacy.
I'll be right back.
Oh, you
No.
sprayed himself in the eyes.
But to the film, Army of the Dead,
All right.
it showed a completely different side to Batista. You've seen him as an oath as Drax.
Yeah.
You've seen him as a muscle-bound brute.
Yes.
Yep.
But in Army of the Dead, you actually saw a softer side to him when it came to his daughter.
I won't go so much to a softer side as much as he was the planner. He was the, you go do this, we'll go do this, I'll go do this, that kind of a person instead of.
He was the only developed character in the movie.
No. When he had his daughter, and his daughter got. I think she actually got into the zombie area, and it showed his fatherly side to him.
Yeah,
in that film.
Side to him. I mean, he was also protecting his daughter that was there.
Yeah, so it showed a softer side to him in that respect.
All right. Well, I'm gonna really upset you because we're gonna add some fun here on this. So we've got 3 actors who have done superhero movies, and they've also done a villain. We're talking about John Cena, The Rock, and Dave Bautista. So the first question, we'll start with Rob and work our way around. Which one of those 3 does a better superhero?
Ooh, that's a little bit of difficulty because, well, 1 is in Marvel, 2 are in DC already, and it's a little bit difficult to talk this out because everyone has this has the super power on his own character. I mean, John Cena as Peacemaker, Dave Bautista, we all know.
Superpower. He's got a super helmet. The toilet
For
bowl.
example. And I didn't see Black Adam yet. I have to see that movie.
But see, that's
So
where I'm
I
going to
can-
take that one and make it easy for you. Black Adam is the only main character of the three that they've done a movie about.
Yep. So your thoughts on it.
So I'm comparing only their hero characters right now, or
Yes,
Did I
just the hero versions right now.
okay, so that takes
Who
out
does it
Black
best?
Adam. That takes out Black Adam completely because he's technically a villain.
Well, okay, yeah.
And that takes out Peacemaker too, because technically he's a villain too.
But
no, he's an anti-hero.
Well, yes,
He's-
but Black Adam is definitely evil because he's a villain in everything.
something that I never caught on to though is he basically the anti-Shazam.
Yeah, exactly. And Shazam's apparently
Yeah.
stupid lovable, I guess. I don't know. I don't like Shazam, but I'm weird.
Zachary
I
Levi's
don't know. Back to the question before I get distracted again. So I got The
Right,
Rock,
for one-
John
For
Cena, and
one, you
Batista.
got
And Batista, yes. Who does the best hero? Or
I'm kind of biased, but I love Drax. Drax makes me laugh. So, especially in the
like
Christmas
the
movie.
hero
that they did.
in say
The Christmas movie where they kidnapped Kevin Bacon, him and Mantis. It was the best thing ever.
all right, Justin.
Ooh.
Basically, I would say I'm gonna give each and
I'm
every
trying to
single
think of some
item
Dwayne Johnson
the note
straight
mid
heroes.
on the
But
stamp. But if
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think he's
decide
actually played
who's gonna
any.
be the better superhero here, I'm
You're
gonna
talking
go
at the
with
same time,
Drax.
you two.
All right.
You take it easy. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye!
Okay.
Oh, I thought
Justin.
you were. Yeah, I thought you were
Yeah.
moving out,
What
Neil.
was I about to say? When I'm gonna give each and every single body a note, that would be my bed on the stamp here. But when I'm gonna choose for a superhero, then I'm gonna go with Drax. My reason for
Ooh.
that is that Peacemaker is not nearby a superhero, and how John Cena is gonna portray him is a bit awful in my opinion.
I love it.
And I didn't see Black Panther here yet. Oh no, Black Adam. Oh.
Okay.
Get your bloody
Yeah.
films right.
I can't wait to see Mr. Wallace as Snack Panther.
Well, quick commercial. Hey, the new
I
Black
didn't
Panther
see
Wakanda Forever
Black
is
Adam
on
yet,
Disney
so I
Plus right now.
can't really decide what to say about Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam yet.
All right. Neil, your
Yeah, I can't say anything about that yet.
Me, well, if you look at Dwayne Johnson, how many straight heroes has he actually played?
Scorpion
A
King.
lot. Usually in the jungle.
Scorpion King.
Not many.
Jumanji.
Became the bad guy.
Mhm.
He plays a lot of good guys that are all in the jungle for some reason.
And John Cena,
The Marine.
the Marine.
Play-
Well,
12 rounds.
He also played that guy that cried
Yeah,
after
but they've
sex.
all been like typical hoo-ha type heroes.
I think you just offended all the Marines.
Is that second 12 rounds?
Drax, he's a typical alien type hero.
Your mom is
But-
wow, Purge. Your mom.
Heard your mom wants you.
Yeah, I would actually say.
I'm waiting for her to ground you on my show, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
send
I
Vern to
think
think
I would
about what
have
he
to
did.
go with the rest of them and go with Drax because he's the only one that really sticks out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
mean, if yes, you would be given that the Black Adam is not, a hero for the most part. For the movie, he was a hero until you found out he wasn't.
Unless you've actually read the cartoons. Well, comics.
That's what I'm saying. If you read the comics, you already know what's coming. But we're going over movies, not comics.
That's right. That's what I'm about to turn it back to now. They've all done a villain. Who's the best villain?
Ooh.
I'm sorry. You always got to go.
That one's easy for me.
Turn it is.
Tisa was the best bad guy.
I'll let Rob Bell do a peacemaker gimmick.
There you go.
I just want to see him dance on the way to the ring
Okay.
with the straightest of faces.
There are some people who haven't watched this.
Isn't that just like that Wunderkind Alex, right?
Oh no!
Well, I mean, Perch can do it too.
Draft dance,
No
so.
Das Wunderkind.
But again, I'm along with the chick that
Das
backs up,
Wunderkind.
Peacemaker in that show, and it's awesome when the eagle actually hugs him.
All right.
No, I shouldn't think about that yet. I don't think about it. No.
All right.
Get it out of
Your thoughts on the best bad actor of the bad characters, the evil characters.
My turn. Okay. Well, I mean, if we put the three of them in a fight, I think Black Adam would kill them. But the thing is, that's not fair for me to use Black Adam because if I go by the source material, The Rock hasn't really touched on much of that. I'm trying to avoid spoilers, so.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
and then he's bad in Doom.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, so.
You didn't miss it.
Nobody has seen Doom. Nobody.
Everybody's seen
Hey,
Doom.
I have.
Oh, you can talk bad
Off
about
the
it.
top of my head, I haven't. Is that back when The Rock had hair?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then I've seen it.
And you kind of get a start in on Carl Urban becoming kind of.
Okay, yeah, I vaguely remember the movie because Rock had hair in it.
Yeah.
And every time he had hair, he looked weird to me.
It was a decent fucking film.
But yeah,
That was
okay.
me in my
I
prime
haven't seen
time.
Peacemaker. Peacemaker is really funny. So I mean, I'm probably gonna have to be the person that picks the dancing fool from the Suicide Squad.
All right.
Just because he entertained me.
There you go, Purge.
And he murdered Rick Flag.
I would say I gotta go with Bautista in Spectra because, in my opinion, I could see him. He can portray the villain. When I'm seeing like John Cena or Dwayne Johnson, I couldn't see they can portray a villain there. I mean, yeah, Dwayne Johnson maybe throughout his Hollywood gimmick he had in 2003 when he faced Stone Cold Steve Austin for the last time. But overall, in the acting scene, I gotta go with Bautista in Spectra.
All right.
Yeah. Same
Hey,
for me.
He talks like he knows what he's doing, but I mean, you know him better than we do.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but,
Me, I would have to say Dave Bautista, but not in Spectra. I would have to say, I can't remember if it was him or not, but I think he played in one of the Blade films.
Yes, I do believe that Batista.
I know Triple H was in one of those.
Triple H was too, but I think
His little doggy.
The background, like deep background people.
I think it was in a trilogy
It would have
where
been.
he actually faced
One with Triple H and Dominic Purcell.
Dracula. I think he was one of the blokes in the background for it.
All right.
Like it was like,
Something very
went back
scary
and that's-
about
hey, that's Batista. Boom, he did.
I'm gonna mess everybody up. It's none of those.
I think
That's the Super Shredder.
he.
Hey, Super Shredder's awesome.
I think he done well, and yeah, I would say Batista as a character would make the better villain.
All righty, Rob.
Yeah, I can agree with Justin. I mean, since I was in the movie, I was in the cinema watching Spectre, and Batista played that role pretty good, and the one line was perfect for a villain. I mean, overall, I believe he said in German it was Mist. That was his only line when he flew out of the train. But
so then I want to go back to that since you guys are picking Batista. Hulk Hogan, though not a very good actor by any stretch of the imagination, at least plays a believable wrestler. Is it just because he's a Batista because he's a much larger man that he can play that heavy character because that's what he did in his whole wrestling career, and he's that's where he's at? Or do you think he can actually get out of that?
He can definitely get out of that.
Right. He can get out of that, and I mean, it's just that's why I think that he's doing a lot of movies he's doing now. He's showing that he's not. Well, they're all finally coming out and kind of showing that they're not as big as they're portrayed in the wrestling world. Just watched one with Dwayne Johnson yesterday. He's the truck. He has semi trucks that part of his outfit and everything like that. And he walks past his foreman, and the foreman was like taller than him. I'm sitting there like, wow. They didn't make him look like he was like 8 feet tall as compared to everybody down here. So it's like they're starting to come out and show that they're not quite as big as they, like I say, are portrayed. Because Batista doesn't look much bigger next to Chris Pratt. I'm not saying, like he's not going to tear Chris Pratt's jacket up and that thing, but just that they're not what they end up being portrayed as. So, I mean, it's getting there.
I can know for a fact I've stood next to Batista. I got pictures with him in Iraq, and I'm taller, so I know the Purge is taller than he is. So,
it's always my size here in the big Wil Spotlight, right? Always.
It's okay.
I don't think there's an actual old wrestler that's actually taller than him.
I just make fun of you because of your mother. No, I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding. I'm nice. I'm supposed to be nice.
All right.
You're supposed to be. You're supposed to be.
Just for the information, it's blackout and purchase size all the time in Big Wil Spotlight because they're the measure.
Yep. I'm 6'4". Purge is 1 meter 90. You're 1 meter 97, right, Justin?
98, yes.
So that makes
you are tall.
6'6" here in the U.S. world. So
5'9".
A lot taller than I thought he was.
Yeah, he hides it well.
Well, no, but I thought he was going to be like 5'7".
So let's.
I'm 5'9", so I'm out of the picture.
Yeah, let's switch that now. Let's ask this
but
question.
But these movies over wrestling, over heights. What comes next? Food?
Yep. Justin Smith, aka the banana.
Oh. Can we talk about this now?
All right, so let's go back here. So I want to ask this as a hypothetical question here. So since I messed up, Rob, we'll start with Eno. If you could wave a magic wand and make Batista appear in a movie of some type, would it be?
Hold on, I have a magic wand. I actually have a magic wand.
Oh God, no! Oh God!
What? I'm a witch.
So if
I'm a fucking witch. Of course, I have a magic wand.
If you could wave a magic wand and make Batista appear in either a brand new movie or a movie that you would remake, where would you put Batista?
Can we just have more Guardians of the Galaxy? Heck, just give me more Batista and Mantis spin-offs. I'll be happy with that.
Don't they kind of start having a slight relationship?
All right. So
I just like their antics in that Christmas movie.
When I'm gonna have the magic wand, I know Mama Bird is gonna kill me for that. I would replace Lord Voldemort with Batista as Lord Voldemort.
That's actually a good choice.
At least it makes sense why Bellatrix is simping over him then.
That one actually is a good
Yes,
choice.
Voldemort, my lord. Let me have your Bautista schlong.
Neil,
Just to imagine when he said to Harry Potter, "Give me what I want."
Neil, what you got?
Oh, Batista in the film. I would actually put him in a new film.
Okay. Well, what kind of movie or what?
I would take him actually out of the action role and put him in a
Can I redo mine?
Sure.
I thought of something simple.
a romance kind of film, a bit like 50 Shades, but
Oh no. 50
with
Shades
a
of
bigger,
Give me what I want!
with a bigger grey
Just have him and Rey Mysterio have 50
kind of
Shades.
thing.
You were supposed to be my friend!
Oh my goodness!
Oh.
Oh my goodness!
Show the loving side of him and
I'm fucking dead.
just have that bit of difference to him.
Alrighty. So
I thought of something really terrible.
All right.
okay, go ahead. Make
All
your
right.
correction, Eno, and then we'll come back to Rob.
We will have a live action version of Dora the Explorer with Batista as Boots. And he will be purple and wear nothing but shoes.
All right. So Rob, once you get control of yourself, would you make it a remake or put him in a new movie?
I got two actually.
What you got?
First up, I would put him in the movie, a good old football movie called The Longest Yard.
Oh.
What
As
role?
a prisoner,
Oh,
next to
yeah.
Craig Cully.
Oh, he'd be as the great colleague. There you go.
Does that include a prison sex scene with Cully?
Well, how about we're gonna
But
put
we got-
Batista in
we got
Toy
the
Story
pictures.
as Buzz Lightyear.
We're gonna get
Tina, what is it with you and junk?
So what was your other one, Rob?
Fuck! Perch! I hate you for that. I hate you for that because that was my.
Rob, what was your other one?
And Perch already told it.
We didn't hear it.
Gone.
We didn't hear it.
Batista
But, okay,
as Buzz Lightyear in Toy
second
Story.
But the second thing is either Toy Story as Buzz Lightyear or in the Monster Inc. movie as a speaking role.
Sully?
Sully.
No.
Oh. That would actually not be bad,
that
though.
would actually kind of work out perfect. Is what I was going to point out.
He's huge.
Batista couldn't end up doing romance because his facial expressions really aren't anything but mean and.
But that makes it more intense.
I just got also a request from Mama Perch. Okay.
For your stepdad?
No, we ain't got any OnlyFans.
What you got, Bert?
Batista
No, we ain't got
in
any
Dirty
OnlyFans.
Dancing.
In what?
In Dirty
We're jumping right
Dancing.
through the ceiling.
Oh God! All right, I got one more. I got one.
All right.
Batista as the Tooth Fairy.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, that would end up being a remake.
Yeah, it'd be a remake.
Yeah,
I think
Batista-
John Cena could do that role better.
Yeah.
I feel John
what was
Cena
the
would kill the
last
Tooth
idea?
Fairy.
But
I
then again,
don't
it's too
remember
soon for a
the-
remake with.
I don't know. I think Omos would do it better.
The biggest movie star of the three, but
I got one last.
All right.
I don't remember the English name of the movie anymore, but that was Dwayne Johnson as a father and a football player from Disney movie, replacing with Dave
game
Bautista.
plan.
The game plan.
The game plan, replacing with Bautista.
I think I would redo. I think this is how I would redo it. I would redo. I hate to say I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say it. No holds barred. Make Batista Zeus, and you make The Rock Hulk Hogan.
That would actually be entertaining.
What the
That
fuck?
would be awesome. I would pay. Wait,
Because
wait,
we won't
wait,
get
wait. Hold on.
key
No.
lines. We'll actually get somebody who can write.
Hold on.
If you
Hold
want a
on.
remake,
Hold on.
here's one for you.
Hold on. Where's it? I need.
What you got, Neil?
I would pay for this shit. Take my credit card here.
Well, why don't you give me the money and I'll see what I can do?
There you go.
Dave Bautista as the Nomad in Red Sonja.
Oh, all right. That's what.
You're
Oh,
kind
good.
of going where I was starting to think about going.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Arnold. I mean, you did awesome jobs with what you did, but I was going to mention Terminator.
Oh.
And the Conan
right.
series.
I mean, yes, they did a good job of continuing on with Sam. I can't think of his last name right off the top of my head. Worthington. They did a good job of continuing it on with the series with him and everything like that. I mean, yes, Arnold still ended up being one of the originals, but everything like that. But Batista as the Terminator now, are even going to Conan and redoing that one. But since they did redo Conan with Jason Momoa already, I wouldn't want to take that away from him.
It hasn't stopped Hollywood before.
Did they?
It hasn't stopped Hollywood before. Don't steal my ideas without paying me.
Have they done it with Jason Momoa?
I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
I need to
didn't
sit
know
up for
that.
research
Okay.
purposes.
Short question: does cameos
Jason
count?
Momoa with he still had the long hair, but no facial hair. Yeah, he did Conan.
My
I need
question:
to know that
does
for
cameos?
research purposes.
My question: does cameos count as well?
If you think it enhances.
All right. Why didn't the one thing I'm mad now? We got 6 movies of Sharknado. At least in one of them, Batista could have played a role and he destroyed some sharks.
Yeah, but they already got Chris
He
Jericho.
wasn't one of the sharks.
Yeah,
They already got Chris
he was.
Jericho.
I mean,
What if he was a tornado?
imagine Batista is giving a shark a Batista bomb. Imagine that.
He was
That'd
originally
be so
Leviathan,
stupid. It'd be funny.
Demon of the Deep.
And I mean,
Yeah,
we
but
got
imagine
Seth
it.
Rollins who let the Sharks embrace the vision.
Who let the sharks?
Yeah,
out?
we had Seth Rollins in movie 4.
I want to see Rob Bell have a
Kobe.
Sharknado gimmick.
Uh-oh.
Every time he enters a pay-per-view, a bunch of sharks in the CGI background, just spinning around. That'd be funny.
Yeah, but
Oh.
okay, give me a second.
Oh, stealing my
I
show
don't
back.
want to have
You think we covered everything here?
Thank you guys for not letting me talk about the movie that we came on here to talk about.
Sorry.
We never talk about
Sorry, it was a
Well, the next
takeover.
one, I'm almost guaranteeing that we're going to end up talking about. It's not just the one; it's going to be the whole series, and probably a couple offshoots also. You know, Mikhail's Navy. We're going to do Bruce Campbell. We're going to cover like the Evil Dead 2.
Yes,
Army
sir.
Development.
Oh, that's who Bruce Campbell is. I was like, who the fuck's
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell?
He's Ash.
Ash versus the Evil Dead. Yes,
See, I know who that is. I just don't know half the actors because I'm terrible at shit like that.
Yes!
Bruce Campbell's
Evil
most
Dead,
underrated
yes!
actor ever. You see him all over the place, but it's like
Wait,
I know
Is that the Del Toro?
I still think that Ash's hand is it from the Wednesday series / Addams Family. The one
Is
that
that
got
the
cut
Del
off.
Toro lot with Day of the Dead and that?
What was that, Neil?
The Del Toro.
Benicio del Toro?
Yeah, was that his lot? Like Day of the Dead, Revenge of the Dead.
I didn't know that.
What's that?
So,
Del
Dinosaur.
Toro doing some horror movie stuff?
Oh well, anything that Benicio del Toro was in was a horror movie.
Well, except Star Wars.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Oh, he was
I mean
just
like the
Come
original,
on now. It was
the
a joke.
original
He was a
Day of
collector.
the Dead's.
He also did.
He was in Bond. He was a Bond
He
villain.
was a Bond villain.
Oh yeah, he was a really good Bond
it
villain.
was just a joke. It was a joke. I mean, the usual suspects. Come on.
There you go. But yeah, so we got
Mm,
Well, we're gonna do Bruce Campbell's movies. I mentioned it, and so guess who walked through the door just as well? Is he really saying we're gonna do Bruce Campbell movies? Yes, we are gonna cover Bruce Campbell.
yeah, it's our
Wait,
director.
do we cover Evil Dead?
Yes, there will be a special live guest
Yes!
for next week.
Yay!
No, I'm gonna be on your show, Doctor.
yeah, you had Evil Dead, Day of the Dead, Night of the Dead,
said no.
All right,
and all
so
that.
study up on
Perfect.
your
Evil
Bruce
Dead, I'm in.
Campbell.
I'm in.
Go check out some Bruce
For
Campbell.
Evil Dead, I'm always in.
All right, so thank you to Rob as always. Thank you, Eno, for joining us.
Thank you guys.
Thank you,
Thank you
Serge.
guys.
Thank you, Neil.
You got the short clap from me today. Yep.
All
And we
right,
had progress in the last show.
Stealing my show.
so take us
It
home.
was
All
PG.
right, we are gonna go out, get out of here. Like I say, come back, check us out. We're gonna do Bruce Campbell stuff next. We'll see you next time.
Yay!
With no German takeover.